All right, we're here for the daily Forex report for May 9th. We are going to look at the U.S. Japanese yen pair first. This particular pair did close up on Friday, had a very large range, pulled back significantly prior to the close, did gap at the open of this new session. We are looking for this pair to start moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 93.73, possibly as low as 89.47. Look for some resistance around 92.75 and look for some support around 90.00. Now looking at the Euro USD pair, this particular pair gapped up today, did create an inside bar on Friday, closed higher. We are looking for this pair to move lower. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 130.54. Possibly as low as 125.02. Look for some resistance around 129.95 and look for some support around 126.25. Okay, now the pound US dollar pair. This particular pair closed down on Friday, had a huge range, closed down just by a little bit. We are looking for it to continue moving to the downside. Look for it to potentially, if we get a reversal move, as high as 150.07. Possibly as low as 143.76. Look for some resistance around 149.50 and look for some support around 147.15. Okay, now the U.S. Swiss, this particular pair closed down on Friday, did create an inside bar. We are looking for it to move back at least to Friday's close. Also, look for this pair to potentially go as high as 112.39. Possibly as high or as low, rather, as 109.97. Look for some resistance around 111.75 and look for some support around 109.25. Okay, we've got a lot of gaps. We look for those gaps to retrace. I am looking for the news announcement at 7 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Consensus on this news announcement, which is the Bank of England interest rate decision, is that they're going to hold their rate at 0.50%. We also have the Bank of England releasing their asset purchase target for at 7 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow as well. And the consensus on that is it's going to be held at $200 billion. Now to look, as far as what I'm looking at, got a couple things going. One quick in the U.S. Swiss, you could look for a break of the high back to the previous week's Friday's close. It should fill that. It's about a 45 pip move, and since it's moving down a little bit, look for it to retrace and fill that gap sometime during this week. Now the U.S. or the pound US dollar pair dipped way down, did pull back significantly. I think once it retraces the gap, we should see it move higher. Look for essentially a break of this high and look for it to come back up here to this area of what was support would now be resistance. It's a 125 pip move roughly. You should be able to take that out of the market fairly easily. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.